Top stories at the Sound Morning News today. In news that's just come in this morning, we understand that the wreckage of the two planes in Tzaneen has now been found. We'll be giving you more details of that wreckage as and when they become available. Our reporter Vanessa is at the scene at this moment, and she'll be giving us more details of that story.
All right, we go live now to Johnny Smit from the Aeronautical Search and Rescue for the latest on details on the discovery of both the wreckage of both these aircraft. Johnny, good morning. Just talk us through exactly what's happened over the last half an hour or so.
Very good morning. Thank you. As we said from yesterday, that if the weather allows us, we possibly will find the wreckage. This morning, we tossed 6 helicopters into our primary area. The South African police helicopter went into the area that was the most probable area to find the wreckage. About 20 minutes ago, we found both of the wreckages. We're presently hoisting people down to see if there's any survivors. However, we're still awaiting feedback from the people that's down at the scene presently.
All right, so for now, you've just made visual contact. You haven't actually made physical contact with the site.
We've just found the wreckage, and as we speak, and like I've said, we're hoisting people down. It's in the mountains, Matswari Peak, and we're hoisting people down to the wreck.
All right, what happens now? I mean, obviously there's a sense of optimism that you might find survivors. What are the weather conditions like?
Well, it's still cloudy. However, looking back yesterday, the cloud base was very, very low. It allows us early this morning time to get the helicopters into the air, and at present it looks good. I think, and we're going to make use of this opportunity to get down there and get people to the scene as soon as possible. We're also busy getting the South African Air Force Oryx helicopter to fly out to the scene as well, as that helicopter can carry more people that we can hoist down to the scene.
Johnny, any visible obstacles, do you think, to getting down into that area? Anything standing in your way, or will it be a fairly straightforward operation?
It's obviously a mountain, so it's going to be dangerous. However, we're making use of the Mountain Club of South Africa to go down. They're professionals, and therefore I'm going to say I think it's going to be, inverted commas, a straightforward operation.
We understand overnight, of course, the weather conditions changed a little bit. Things have gotten a little bit worse weather-wise. Are you worried about the onset of poor weather perhaps hampering your operation further?
Obviously, yes, we are worried about it. Therefore, we are trying to get as many people there as we speak and see if we can't, if there's survivors to rescue as quickly as possible.
Johnny, has the message been relayed to the families of those who've actually gathered in the area there in this makeshift disaster management area about the discovery, and what's been the reaction?
Unfortunately, I can't answer. I think, as far as I know, most of the families are in the Tzaneen area presently. I would assume that the disaster management from Tzaneen would have made contact with the families. However, I can't answer that question presently from my side.
One would imagine, Johnny, in an operation like this, time is of the essence.
Yes, obviously it is. As we spoke yesterday, unfortunately the weather didn't give us a chance to get out there. We made use of every opportunity in the afternoon. However, our search yesterday was just at a very low level. However, like I've said, we found it this morning the moment we had the opportunity to get up there.
How difficult was it to locate? I mean, you describe a pretty mountainous area. There's thick brush. How difficult was it to actually spot the wreckage?
I would assume that it was not that difficult this morning. However, we're talking the people, the pilots that's flying these helicopters, the military helicopters, the civilians, the police helicopters. They're professionals. They know what they're doing, and they would know what to look for. Therefore, I would assume that it allowed us the time. The weather gave us the break, and we got there.
Well, Johnny, we'll let you get back to your work. Of course, we'll keep in constant contact with you for developments around any word on survivors and for an update into how the search and rescue operation is progressing. That was Johnny Smit from the Aeronautical Search and Rescue Team. As we've just told you, the wreckage of both those aircraft has now been discovered. And as Johnny was telling us, they are in the process of hoisting down some of the search and rescue officials to be able to take the search and rescue operation one step further. So we will continue to keep you posted.